Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the Mezco Toys Deadpool from Deadpool, what, 3? Deadpool 3. So, but the coolest thing about this Deadpool is that it can be used as your comic book Deadpool. It really does look fantastic. It functions really great. But again, there's going to be up for you to decide on how you want to play with your toys and your preferences. But for me, it works. So let's get started. Here we are with our overall suit. Now, I do want to put a disclaimer. I was not able to fully get rid of the plastic on one of mine. On some of them, I have two. On one, it was just easy to come off, and this one is stuck. What I highly suggest you do is, because I didn't want to get stuck doing this for 20 minutes, what I suggest you do is you are going to put it in a Ziploc bag, you're going to heat it up, and then you're going to pull out the neck tab. And to do that, you need to heat it up or get it really hot with like a blow dryer, or you can, because you don't want to heat it up with this kind of fabric with a hair dryer, you can hurt the fabric. So what I did was I popped it in a Ziploc bag, put in some boiling water, and I was able to remove a lot of it very easily by literally pulling it out with some tweezers. Tweezers, right? So full disclosure, I wasn't able to get rid of it on this one, but I do like this one a lot more than my other one. I don't know why. I just decided. Don't even judge me. But yeah, man, I really like this. Our head sculpt function looks really great. Look how far up he can look. I know people are complaining about not being able to look up, but we have that ability here. We can tilt to the side. Very good for expression. There's a lot of room for movement. Now, as far as our arms go, we're gonna hit the standard D Amazing T pose. And let's talk about, we're gonna bring back the word articulation. So let's talk about it, right? Helicopter punch! Here we are. We have a little bit of wiggle for a butterfly joint. I don't know what's going on there, but I like the new movement. It really seems fantastic. We have a double joint here. We have a bicep swivel. Here we are rotating it up. So that way when you want to get your sexy pose on, it will not be an issue. Looks really fantastic, right? We're gonna rotate this back down. And as you can see how it folds out, you're looking pretty good. As far as our ab crunch goes, we have a really decent ab crunch, but it won't show here, like on the body. Like it just won't show because of the way the suit design is, but it does crunch pretty decently forward. That with being able to look up does help it look really good. As far as our legs go, we actually can get 90 degrees very easily. We do have a thigh swivel. Our holsters have these soft goods here that allow for movement so that it doesn't mess up. You can move it down so that way when you're lifting the leg around or doing stuff, there won't be an issue. We have a beautiful double joint here at the knee. We will have some boot, a little bit of boot movement. And I think we have probably some of the best ankles on a Mezco ever. As you can see here. Backwards, forwards, left and right. Let's see about, we can do some cross movement here. That means when you want to do the bang, bang, bang from your Marvel vs. Capcom days, you should be able to do it with no issue. Yeah. Looks pretty good. There's a lot of function here, even moving left and right on the torso. Like if you want to do Deadpool doing like just stupid stuff, look at that. Does that mean we can lollygag with this Deadpool? Yes, it does. It means we can indeed lollygag. Look at that. Fantastic, right? You can hit the Voldo from your Soul Calibur days. But yeah, man, I like where this is going with this Deadpool. It looks like it's going to be a really good Deadpool for a lot of people, depending on what they want out of it. Let's see if we can get him to function on some one leg stuff. And just like that, it's easy. This actually looks wrong. I should swap legs. That bothered me. I don't know why, but it bothered me. Nope, this one bothers me more. So maybe I can do a little bit of twinsy movement. Yeah, this feels a lot better. But I do like where this is going. I like the features. It feels really good in the hand. It feels sturdy, blocky. I like it. But again, that maybe works for me and it may not work for others. But let's talk about accessories. See what you want from that. All right, as we get on to accessories, one of the things I'm going to talk about is going to be our eyes. You will get multiple eyes to express yourself as Deadpool does in the movies. Squinting eyes, more alert, surprised eyes, and our whimsical eyes. I'm going to call them whimsical. But on other accessories, we have a ton of hands that I want to go over. And I try to keep them in the tray so that way you can kind of see them for what they are, and they're really good. But that always happens because I always play myself. But a great example is that I'm going to try to lean it forward and get some good examples for you guys. So we have opened action hands. These are real, you know what? I didn't want to grab them out because I just wanted to kind of keep it clean for you. But we'll see what happens. Let me see if I can zoom in really well. Yeah. No. That was a good shot though. We have our opened action hands. We have opened relaxed hands. We have item holding hands, which we'll get back to. We have trigger hands for our weapons. We have knifey doifies, and I call them knifey doifies because it's fun. Knifey doifies. And then we have special hands we have a pointing hand, a thumbs up, and we have a mug holding hand. Now, the mug holding hand is fun because that goes into this accessory, which is pretty cool. We have our mug that says, "I like me," heart. And it's pretty cool because it does have nothing in it. So if you want to add little accessories to add a little extra oomph, you can. Then we have blast effects. So you'll get 2 of each. You'll get piercing bullet effect. Then you have the, and this is going to be because you have 2 different types of weapons. We'll get back to that in a second. Then we have Deadpool's katanas, which I'm trying to grab ever so gently because they were just all in front of me. These can be holstered in his back, as you'll see here. So let's pop them in. Weep. Weep, weep. They're reverse bladed, so as you take them out, they'll be pointed forward, as where if you put them the other way, they'll be reverse bladed, and they look really good on his back. You know, you gotta hit Deadpool with the dame grr. So yeah. Let me put your boy back, so that way he can look cool posed up. And stuff like this is just always fun to me, because you can just play around with the idea that Deadpool just doesn't take anything seriously. And stuff like this just looks fun, right? But then we have the cool things like Deadpool's handguns. You will get 2 of these. You have the little Deadpool insignia in there, which is pretty cool. It's so tiny and so minuscule, you probably won't catch it at first, but it's there. Then we have the slide back mechanism. I believe it's pretty tight. There it is. It's pretty tight on there, but it's in there when you slide back for when a gun shoots. We do have removable magazines with the Deadpool insignia there as well too. Let's see if we can get a zoom in on that. It looks really, really good. And you'll get 2 of these. Then you can holster them on our side holsters. So there we go. Let me get it back in. There we go. I'm gonna just put one there for now. And as you can see, we do have space for our boot knife. Let me grab my tweezers so I can get it out of its tray. Trying to lay these out on the table and then grab them later has always been something that messes me up. So here we are with boot knifey. You'll get 3 of these, so that way even if you lose one, you'll have 2 more, but you can put boot knifey there. It's only for one side, so it's asymmetrical. I didn't put the other gun in because you've been here with me on the video doing it live. And then last but not least, you will get a submachine gun, aka the Uzi. I'm trying to grab it out of the tray. There we go. I know you can hear that tray in the background. And then we talked about that blast effect, so let's put it in there. There we go. We have removable magazines as well. So it's pretty cool. You have a lot of options. So again, and then on top of that, we also have all of the things that we've like accumulated Mezco-wise before. So you have a ton of weapons, tons of effects, things that you can carry. But last but not least, Dogpool. Almost forgot about you. A little mini statue of Dogpool looking cool as hell. I didn't realize you had her what's names as well too, so that's pretty cute. You're a cutie patootie, you know that? Now, with that being said, we are going to jump to the size comparisons, compare Deadpool to other characters, have a little bit of fun. So I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, let's get into some size comparisons. I have some Marvel Legends, I have some Mafex, I have some Mezco. So let's get to it. First, let's compare to, who could we go? Oh, you know what? Because this one is fun. Here are a couple of Wolverines. I don't have any movie Wolverines, whether it's Marvel Legends or other stuff. But here we are with the Marvel vs. Capcom version. And here we are with the Mafex brown suit. So you can see what you're getting into. I feel like this is a pretty good representation of stuff. You can sit down and see that this one's a little bit bigger, but depending on what you want to do in the action scene or setting up, you can totally get a different vibe for what you want. Here we are with a Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I believe this is the Maximum Spider-Man. Then you have Valor's Action Force. Forgot to grab a Joe, but I'll probably add that in the photos at the end. So here is, sorry Dogpool, let's move you back ever so slightly. Here we are with a Valorverse. So that means your army building stuff will work well with these guys as well as Marvel Legends. And shout out to army building. It's been fun as hell lately. Here we are with a Mythic Legions. So you can see, and Deadpool is one of those characters that kind of gets into a little bit of everything. So he can be seen as one of those people who, no matter what dimension they've crossed, I don't think it's going to be an issue on how they look against other things, whether it's against skeletons or monsters. Don't forget, he was the king of Monster Island on Staten Island for a while. So that was a cool thing. Here we are with a larger Marvel Legends, which is Crossbones. I should have grabbed a cable, but I don't know where mine is right now. Here we go. Perfect example. Here we go with a Storm Collectibles Kin when you want to get your X-Men vs. Street Fighter or Marvel vs. Capcom on. If you want to talk about making fun of cross-referencing company stuff, here we are with the LZPP Deathstroke. As you can see, this guy is really tall. Then, a closer counterpart, especially in terms of color and attitude, but not nearly as colorful. Here we are with a Mezco Red Hood. So yeah, this is one of those figures where, again, you can mix them with your comic book stuff, you can mix them up with your movie stuff. You can have a fun time just literally goofing with this guy, and I think you'll have a good time. It's one of those figures where I think people will really enjoy in the long run. But again, it's going to be up to you. If you're a Deadpool fan, a casual fan, a Mezco fan, there's a little bit of something in it for everyone. But again, it's going to be up to you to decide based on your preferences and what you like in toys. So as always, guys, before I forget, because I put it aside, I wanted to showcase that the hands that hold the sword have a beautiful way of gripping it. It's pretty tight, but also slides along the sword pretty well and holds it. As well as our trigger hands, they look really solid. So that, I feel like when you hold extra weapons, you're gonna have a good time. So before I go, I'd just like to say, as always, thank you. So please, be good, do good. Drink your water. Have a good one, guys. Later.